Anyhow, you guys got the crew drunk on the Sea Ghost. Oh, I almost threw up. Holy cow, that was close.
That was so funny.
You guys got the crew drunk. You carried out your mission to the best of your ability. Started sailing the ship with your new friend Aukus, who is the translator and been translating the displeasure of these lizard folk that woke up. You got yourself within 10 minutes ship time, or a few less minutes fly time for Peaches of Saltmarsh. It's the middle of the night. You're carrying your way out there. The lizard folk got angry. And before they could get super angry, Captain Sigurd, aka Wyatt in disguise, pushed one of them over the railing because one of them prior went over the... Why did that other one get over there?
Because he chased after Peaches.
Oh, chased after Peaches, that's right. Peaches dove in the water. This one chased. The next one got pushed in. And there's a little dragon in the water now, too. But I had you guys all roll for initiative. Aukus rolled highest.
Nice.
And he's going to start things off with a bang. I also want to reiterate what happened last time, too. I'm sure none of you forget what happened with Wyatt. He had a little conversation with a glowing-eyed, half-knocked-out lizard folk.
Milo.
Sorry, Milo. Yeah, sorry, Milo. Why did I say Wyatt? And then he smashed it in the head because he was saying things that he didn't like. Okay. Carrying on with the mission. Lemon, woo-hoo. Let's get our music.
I have it.
Smacking. A fight has broken out. You were unable to convince these lizard folk that things are great because they don't want to go to Saltmarsh. They wanted to go home. And you said no. So a couple of lizard folk in the water. Ship is cruising along. Meg, aka Peaches, is in the water. Aukus is going to go first here, top of our initiative order. Aukus goes like this. He has no weapons. So he goes, "Can somebody give me a weapon, please?" And ends his turn. Peaches, you're up.
Okay.
Game's paused, by the way, there, Frank Poo.
It's the way I like it.
Okay. Forget I say anything.
Okay. Peaches would like to, as close as she can get to being out of the water, throw out her wings and try and
scoop up.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say one of them is near you.
I was gonna say, can I disengage as an action?
You absolutely can disengage. Good choice.
I am going to disengage and fly.
Okay. Where are you going?
Towards Saltmarsh.
Oh, you're just beaming it. Okay.
Yeah.
Off Peaches goes.
Wow.
Next.
And then I'm just gonna keep dashing.
Just keep going. Okay. So you'll work your way there over the next little bit. Let me just see here.
Sorry, I will drop my disguise.
Fair enough. Good
It's
move.
not like a fucking lizard is just floating at the same.
Okay. And just as a reminder, you can see the lights of Saltmarsh. The ship is headed that direction, so you fly yourself here. I'll just put you way up to the front of the ship so we know which way you're headed. So off you go. Towards Saltmarsh. Okay, next is going to be our little friend, the dragon, who was pushed in and will immediately, before hitting the water, start flapping its wings and fly itself up back towards the ship.
How fucking fast is this motherfucker?
Very fast.
Okay, fair enough.
It flies. You just watched Peaches fly past you guys. This little dragon creature kind of hovers in midair for a second and then just kind of like takes in the scene. You can see it's kind of getting ready to attack, and it's got a little stinger on its tail that it's like whipping around looking for a target, but it actually doesn't attack. It actually just flies up to the center of the ship and grips onto the center mast, just keenly taking in everything. Next is going to be our lizard folk, who are going to have to make a couple of checks here. Sec. Okay. Wowie. Okay. Okay. So the one that you pushed in there, Mr. Wyatt, is actually going to immediately swim up to the ship, and unbeknownst to you, it's gonna reach the ship.
Oh how fast are we going? How many knots? How many knots are we going right now?
There's like 10 knots holding the sail together, like another couple holding it to the ship.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking the speed of the ship.
I guess every link in the chain on the anchor is kind of like a knot. Well, that's a good question, Mr. Ship. I guess what, like you're the first mate, I guess, in this sense?
I guess in this sense, yes, I'm the first mate.
And you're trying to go full sail, right? Full steam ahead?
That's what I've done. Yes, I've set the sails up that way.
Okay, it's going pretty quick. It's going about as fast as the boat can go at night, right now.
Well, the time of day should not matter. How fast it's moving.
Okay.
I know. Anyways, that one goes there. This one is the one that's on the ship is going to. It's all kitted up, so they were always all kitted up, but it is going to move its way forward, shield in hand, and it's actually going to take a couple of attacks up through the railing. So it'll kind of climb up a little bit and jab its javelin through the railing at you, Mr. Wyatt, as the captain.
Half cover?
You know what? Yes, you will actually get half cover. That's a good point. Because he's going through the railing.
The clap and then the dot.
So this is a 22 to hit.
Jesus. Yeah, that's gonna skin the side.
And then actually the next one's a 21. Is it natural? It's 18 and a 17.
Okay.
So in total, my friend, you will be taking you'll be taking 8 piercing damage as he jabs through at your legs.
Okay.
And we'll finish his turn by kind of letting go and getting to the bottom of this staircase here, looking over the rail to see where his buddies are. And I will not tell you where these guys are. Okay, next up is Wyatt.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Is it going to be an action to pass my quarterstaff over to Marcus?
I will say, is it currently in your hands?
Probably not.
Then I would say yes. If you wanted to just like drop it on the ground and it was already in your hands, I would say you can drop it.
I'm just gonna say, Captain, I'm walking around with nothing in my hand, right? Because I'm just walking around my ship freely. So
Yep, fair enough. And you certainly wouldn't have your quarterstaff because he carries the longsword, right?
Sure. Fucking hell. I'm just gonna hand him my quarterstaff. And I'm gonna move over here and look over the railing.
Okay, give me a perception check.
And get behind Aukis kind of intentionally.
You're leaking blood all over the deck.
17 to perception.
17, you see that there is a lizard folk clawing his way up the back of the ship.
Okay.
You only see one.
Yeah. Sure. I'll end my turn.
End your turn? Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't take an action, did you? Or did you give him the staff?
I took an action. I gave him the staff.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Next up is Grix.
I just saw friggin' Wyatt get shanked up. Blood all over the deck now. Beautiful deck. It's getting bloodied up. I will use Cure Wounds on Wyatt.
Oh, bless your soul.
Hold on, I gotta use the thing. Hold on, sorry.
Our healer flew away.
I didn't use my extensions. My extensions! I'm sorry.
I got you, bro. 1d8 plus 3.
No, I already got it set up. Don't worry, brother. Did it work? There it is. 6 healing.
That's pretty good. I lost 8. I got back 6.
Oh, that's actually what I rolled too, a 4.
And then I would like to refresh my Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
So I will roll d20.
Isn't this the shit where you turn into a potted plant?
Yep.
I need the nat 20, don't I? Or is it nat 1? Is it the 1?
Not one.
Oh, shit!
Wait, hold on. Wait. No, you might be right. Hold on.
No, it's a roll. It's a 1. It's a 1. No. It's 1. I have that in my notes. If I roll 1, I roll on the magic table.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
fuck.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see here.
The wild, this ship's about to fucking sink, bruh.
Fireball.
Oh no, dude. Oh no.
Okay. Roll the 100.
That's a fireball.
11?
What a
Roll it. So now roll a d10.
What the fuck is going on?
You better turn into a fucking baby bronze dragon.
Okay. So.
Oh Jesus Christ! I'm so
you need
scared.
to roll a d100.
So you walk up, you touch Wyatt, and then you just Wyatt, you take in the healing and you just watch as Grix slowly rises up and like gives you a little smile as he's now eye to eye with you as he has grown several inches in height.
Wait.
Eye to eye. He's like
Let's
3
go,
feet tall.
baby.
Oh, sorry. Actually, sorry. I should say, yeah, not quite eye to eye. He only grew 8 inches, so he's. I mean, he's quite a bit taller though. Like he's a big boy, Grix now.
Yeah, 8 inches is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's a lot. I think it's it's.
I would say it's too much, actually.
Yeah, it's way too much.
Yeah.
And then, that's I think all I got really besides moving here. Okay. There it is. All right.
Round 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Aukis.
That's it. That's my turn.
Let him
Okay.
cook.
What do we got here? Oh, round 2. Okay, perfect. So Aukis is going to now stepping up to the plate.
Cooked here.
Aukis is actually going to take on a pretty serious demeanor, run his way off the to the edge of the steps there, and jump up with your quarterstaff and come with a flying attack straight down on top of Homeboy's head here. So let's see if you can hit. Definitely hits. And let's check some damage here.
Let's go.
Oof, minimum damage, but that's okay. So he's going to do 4 damage here, and smashes down on the lizard folk's head, who just starts bleeding out from his scaly temples. Let's put that.
Guys, they're not that strong. Trust me, I killed one.
Peaches. You just. You going?
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you remember what I used my second spell slot on last session? Because I don't have any spell slots available, but I only remember using Charm Person.
Invisibility?
No,
was
she
a
doesn't have
potion.
invisibility. Actually, I'm going to give you the actual distance here too. So, you technically only
I might
here.
have accidentally removed it when I used the Mask of Many Faces.
I am not sure. Let me take a look at your spell list here.
I don't remember using it.
The only thing I could say potentially is you might have cure wounds, but I don't think you did.
I can't find a roll for it anywhere from
Yeah.
the last time that I took a long rest. So, are you okay if I take 1 spell slot back?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I apologize. I don't know what happened.
It's all good. Yeah, I don't think you did cast that other one. It would have to have
I
been
think
like
it did
Charm
it
Person a second time.
automatically. Yeah, I think it did it automatically, and then I accidentally just removed it instead.
Makes sense.
Okay. Is Peaches actually in this spot?
That's where you would be. Yeah, that would be the 40 feet basically.
Okay. I can see them attacking that one lizard. Can I see that one coming up the side? Or is that actually not there?
No, I'm gonna say from here you couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd be a little bit lower on the ship.
Okay. This changes things because I thought I didn't have any spell slots. I'm gonna stick around.
Okay.
I'm going to fly up and try and land on the crow's nest.
Okay. You can definitely do that.
And then I'm going
Crow's nest is here.
to. My bad. I misunderstood. And I'm gonna, whichever one I can see, I'm gonna shoot with an Eldritch Blast.
That'd be this one here.
Okay.
$18, that'll hit. $10 straight up. God damn.
Not too shabby.
Okay, big blast. Fucking almost blows him over the side of the ship, but he holds his footing strong. Anything else from you?
I'm going to. How close is Milo? No, not Milo. Wyatt to me, or whoever just took damage. It was Wyatt, right?
Yeah. So, well, you're up quite a bit if you're actually in the crow's nest. But let me see here. Fuck, this is another hypotenuse
Within 60
situation.
feet.
Yes, within 60. Kind of barely though.
Feeling light.
I will say that with cure wounds, I'm looking a lot better. So I don't know what you're doing. I know I just came back, but it's still worth mentioning.
I was going to use my healing light, but if he does look better, then maybe I won't. I'll preserve it.
Anything else?
I think that's everything because I don't think I have any bonus actions available.
Hey, look at that
Oh,
Eldritch
one.
Blast
I don't
with
want-
damage. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On
that
who?
was juicy.
Yeah, I don't
On,
think I want to do
The
that.
guy.
Let's go. He's out.
He's not out.
He's out.
No, he's there still, but
He will be.
I am the DM now.
okay. Peaches is gonna just like duck down in the crow's nest to get cover,
That dragon's
but
coming for
hopefully
you.
still keep an eye out.
Okay. Okay. Next is our little dragon friend here,
Ignore that. Ignore it.
who is kind of now seeing things starting to play out. You see this kind of like panicked look come on his face, and he's going to fly up to our little buddy here, and he's going to launch a little bit of an attack with.
Dragon on dragon violence right now. You're doing that.
I am, dude.
Okay. Very well.
Couldn't believe it.
Okay.
And he is going to. He's actually going to miss. So Stinger comes out, whips around his neck. The Aukus is surprisingly quick, dodges out of the way. Next, we've got a couple of things going on here. Our little lizard friend here is, in fact, going to try to work his way up and around. Let's see. So scoots past here, and then other lizard folk jumps up the back of the ship, and spear in hand is going to attempt to have his way with our friend Wyatt.
He's climbing with the spear in his hand at the same time.
No, spear in the teeth.
So then he equips the weapon, which takes.
He rolled a nat 3 and a nat 4, but
Yeah, that makes sense
they
because he's
tails?
coming off of climbing. That's right. That makes a
his
lot of sense.
hands are all slippery.
Yeah, that's
you know,
right,
He's
yeah.
never really been in the water
Yeah,
before.
of course. It's his
Yeah.
first rodeo.
And seemingly committed to this assault, the other lizard folk is also going to make his way towards you, taking an
Opportunity
attack
attack.
of opportunity. Yeah. Actually does get hit.
And dies.
Takes 5 bludgeoning damage on his way up. So this thing is falling apart, but not quite down. And this one is actually going to. Let's see here. So for a 18 to hit.
Sure.
on the first one, and then a 11 to hit on the second one.
Meets it beats.
Meets it beats. So only that guy hits. Oh, this is going to be a little different. You're going to, in total, be taking 13 piercing damage from that one. So it gets 2 solid piercing stabs through. You're a little distracted with the one that jumped up on the ship. This one gets 2 solid strikes to your back. And they seem pretty content with just taking you out as the sole discretionary of disrespect here. Next is going to be Wyatt.
Disengage.
Okay.
It's not much else I can do. Where's the stairs?
The stairs are...
Is there
back
only
here.
one set of stairs?
Yes, sir.
From here, yeah.
There's
You can,
another set on the other side, though.
I'm
yeah,
only.
you can jump the railing if you want.
How far is the drop?
It's 10 feet. Yeah, from top of railing.
Like, could I make that safely, or I would have to make? Like, would I be able to make that safely, or no?
We do a little check, but it wouldn't be too bad.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay, give me a dex check. Pretty easy to beat.
7.
7, you're okay. You're okay.
So hold on, that was 20, right? Yeah, I think that was 20. 25, 30.
Okay. You see Wyatt leaking all over the ship. Somehow finds the strength to get a hurdle over that railing. Next up is going to be Grix.
Decided to get fucking left behind, eh?
What do you want me to do?
I know.
I got
Watch the fight
flanked.
at least.
What's that, Frankie?
No, Feyorn's been in the closet, not even looking at the fight.
Poor guy.
I'm gonna be a prisoner if you all die. I'm just letting you know.
I am going to use my racial ability, Mind Goblin.
Okay.
You mind gobbling these?
Hey! No, I'm just gonna
Banner's
cast.
quick with that.
I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt on
Yep.
the one on the right.
Yeah, the healthy boy.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Roll
I'm
damage.
always on the defensive for those, bro.
Oh, please tell me 17 hits, please. It's a 17 hit.
Is it not plus anything?
Well, it's 17 plus your.
Plus 4.
Okay, so 21. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Does 21 hit?
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it does.
It hits? Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna choose. Apparently, it's gonna let me pick this one, I guess. I don't know what happened. I rolled it on VTT and
Oh.
I don't know what happened.
Oh.
Wait,
2d8. It's the 2d8, which is a 7 and 5, and it's lightning damage.
So what rolls?
Okay, so
am I
you
looking at here?
rolled to hit,
Uh-huh.
then you
Which
rolled
was
the
the 23.
2d8.
for the lightning damage.
Yeah, and so
This is-
it was 2d8. So one of those d8s made it what lightning damage?
The
plus-
2d
plus a
no, the
D6?
2d8 is the damage. The lightning damage that says on the bottom, the 6, that is the type of damage.
Then why is it 12
No,
plus
it's not.
6?
It's yeah, it's 12 and 6 damage. So 18 damage total.
It's 2d8 and a d6 damage, correct?
That's it. That is correct. Sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. It took me a second because I'm not used to casting it through the extension. I can
Hey,
link
wait, isn't
I can link
isn't
it
there
as well for
something
you,
with
Frank.
Chaos Bolt that if you roll the same, if you what did you roll on the d8s?
Choose one of the
Okay.
d8s. The damage
Yeah.
rolled on the die determines the
Okay.
attack's damage type is
We're
shown
good.
below.
We got
What
it,
did you
got it.
what did you roll on the d8s though? Because isn't there something like if you roll the same number on the d8s, it changed to another target? Is
I'm
that
reading it right now. Oh. No, it's
No, there's no changing
Yes.
target.
If you roll on the same number on the d8s, the chaotic energy leaps from the target to a different creature of your choice within 30 feet of it,
yeah.
making
Yeah,
an
so if
attack
those-
roll against
if it's
the
Snake
new
Eyes.
target.
If it's the same.
no?
If it's 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7.
But it could
Yeah,
be
so-
6 because it's 12.
It could be 6/6 because it's 12.
It's not.
yeah.
You can hover it. You can hover over the 12 and it says 7 and 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can't on our side. We can't on our
I-
side.
Oh,
No,
you
I
can.
can. I can even
It
see that.
says 75.
I can even hover over 7 and 5.
I can't see
Hover
that.
the 12.
It just shows
If you
underneath. It just
put
has
your
75.
mouse over the 12, you
I am.
can see it.
I am.
Well, then you're not doing it right.
That's fine. Okay, either way, it's not bouncing.
18
Okay,
damage.
so 18 damage. 18. Holy shit. So you, yeah, so this thing rips out and just, it's this, given his new height, his newfound power, he just blasts this thing with lightning. And when the kind of this flashing arc dissipates, you see a pretty mangled husk of a lizard folk. It's not quite dead, but it is fucked and steaming.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fucking get out of here, get out of dodge, jump down,
That's
jump over the railing.
Insane. Oh my god. Okay, nice. So give me a dex check real quick. Okay, you're
There it
clean.
is. Yep.
Nice little hurdle.
Yep.
Okay, next up is going to be our friend Aukus, who is just going to carry on the fight. Oh, wait. No, he's not. He's actually going to stand here and try to baseball bat swat this thing out of the air, which he will get a hit.
Not about a swing.
And you see him wind up. Bam! Smashes this thing out of the air. It goes flying against the center mast and just kind of crunches against it, drops to the ground, and dies.
Fucking sick.
And then he will actually kind of,
Hostile team going.
he'll back up in his stance, keeping an eye on the stairs, and kind of regrouping in like a bit of a tactical position. Peaches, you're up.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, which one?
The one that doesn't look, the one that looks less fucked up.
They both look terribly fucked up.
Cool. Then the first one, the
Okay.
closest one.
Okay.
Let the dragon
So I
do
used to roll
nuts up
20, I
the
keep forgetting
post.
how to do. Does it
Well,
roll?
that misses. That misses.
Veg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Duck back down.
So the two lizard folk are going to look at each other, let out this like kind of hissing noise back at each other, look towards Wyatt, and they're going to run this way. And kind of one at a time, this one jumps up the railing, throws his spear at Wyatt as he makes a leap off the side of the boat. This is going to be a 22 to hit. For 8 piercing damage.
I'm out.
And the next one's going to do the same thing, disregarding everybody else. Also a 22 to hit.
Hey, wait.
Wow.
If he's out, is he prone now?
Yes,
Before the second one throws it, would it
Yep.
be a disadvantage?
it would be a
Because it's thrown.
Yeah. Ranged weapons.
thrown on
target.
prone.
Thrown on
Is
prone,
this-
be
Okay.
T on T.
It's disadvantage.
Hashtag thrown on prone.
It turned the 22 into a 6.
Oh, baby.
Oh, hold on though. Hold on. No.
Melee attacks automatically hit.
Ranged
Not
attacks
ranged attacks,
against
I
you
don't
have
think.
disadvantage. I can even see that in the combat GitHub.
One
Hey,
sec.
did you ever read the player's handbook there, Frank?
Did you read the player's manual? It's on page
just
52.
Hold the phone. No, hold the phone.
He wouldn't give us advantage on a mosquito that
Attack
was literally
rolls
on top of us.
against, so unconscious attack rolls against the creature have advantage. So he's fallen prone,
So it's
but he's
neutral.
unconscious.
I thought it was
That's
melee
neutral.
attack.
So it's
Melee.
neutral.
No, it says attack rolls, all attack rolls, because he's unconscious. It's a different state, so they would cancel each other out.
Prone, it would be disadvantage.
So it's
Okay.
neutral.
Prone,
What's the damage?
unconscious,
It's neutral.
neutral.
Yeah, it's
What's
the
the
regular
damage?
roll. It's 2
a
death
regular
saving
roll.
throws fails is what it is. That's
Yeah.
the damage.
Ooh, having a little DM battle on the rules. It's another max damage. It's another 8 damage. So it's all it's going to do is make you have a failed save.
1 or 2?
But they have 1.
It's not an auto crit. That's
They have-
melee.
Yeah,
Okay.
an auto crit would have been melee. They dive off drop their shields as they dive, and they are gone. They just hit the water and just go straight down.
That was some Power Ranger shit they just did.
Mighty Morphin lizards.
Yeah.
Combat is over.
What about the lizard?
What?
The dragon, sorry.
dead.
Dead.
It's dead.
Oh, you killed it. Oh, I see the death thing on fucking Meg's character, so I assumed that it was still alive.
That thing wasn't sure if he wanted to be your friend or not. Now he definitely doesn't want to be.
Fucking feels bad, I guess.
Because he is deado.
Yeah, I guess I will walk up to Wyatt and cast Cure
expending a
Wounds.
spell slot. Well, I can heal without expending a spell. So
I'm gonna say whoever jumped on this one first, because you're on a time crunch. So Grix.
we're both going for
I know.
probably closer.
And you guys can both do it if you want, but
Yuck, dude. Yuck. I gotta fucking roll a 1.
Really?
Fucking, I'm cringing.
yeah.
I'm
So
cringing.
So Peach is basically what I'll say in this instance, like, because Grix only has to like take basically one step and he's there. So you kind of like load up your heal. You can still do whatever you want with this, obviously, but you see Grix reach out, instantly casting this spell to get Wyatt off the ground, and the Cure Wounds goes out. So you can do what you would like with that.
Am I still one size larger, by the way?
I'm pretty sure that doesn't change.
Okay, well, you said that about me being a fucking potted plant. So can you please read it?
Well, I think it. This one is actually different.
Yeah, I think it's permanent, isn't it?
I think it's permanent.
I'm just
Think
a
it-
permanently medium-sized goblin now.
Let me see here.
Sorry, how do I roll dice on here again?
Slash roll
slash
space
R,
D whatever. So I'm just permanently one size larger now.
I don't think you're larger. How tall are you now?
You said I grew 8 inches.
Yeah.
I was 3 feet, so I'm 3'8" now.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Sorry, I meant to do 2. Okay, so you take 9 health back. Plus Grix's 1, so 10.
3.
3.
No, it was 3.
Sorry,
It was 1 plus 2.
so 12.
That was a close one.
Before we go any further, I would like to use 2 of my sorcery points to replenish 2 spell slots.
Okay. That works.
Oh.
Okay. So as you now carry on, so Feyorn,
He's gone.
you're just he's okay. Well, he's just
He's gone.
the town of Saltmarsh has not gotten too much closer, but as you guys are kind of dealing with Wyatt kind of getting up, you can obviously see you're a little bit closer now, probably within 8 or 9 minutes, somewhere in that range.
Can I just like creep over to the staircase and have a listen to see if anybody kind of stirred during that fight?
For sure. Give me a perception check.
16.
16. The only thing you hear is the obnoxiously loud snoring of a room full of drunken dwarves.
All right.
I will return to the helm.
Doing good. Thank you guys for getting me up. Peaches, head on over to the guard lookout. Let them know we got a
Yo, Simo, you smoking up?
boat full of where? No, it's just
I saw smoke, brother.
Incense. It's incense.
Oh, okay, we just
Hey,
made it.
Um,
Yeah, that's what my parents used to say.
Yeah. Let's bring this ship home.
I'll see you on the land, and Peaches is gonna fly ahead of the boat. Just beeline it straight for the guard post, or
Okay.
wherever you just told me to. That
Yeah.
guy's house, Eliander or whatever his name is.
Eliander. Okay. Okay, very good. So, Peaches, let me give you a little walk around here.
We're out of combat now.
Yes. Okay. Let me just look at my Saltmarsh map that has everything marked out for me so I know exactly where everything is.
Yep.
I have one of those too now.
So what time is it?
It is, I mean, it's pretty late. You're looking like 3 a.m. at this point.
Yo, is that Ball's Cave?
Okay, so Peaches, you are going to end up down here. So you're going to Eliander's house, or do you want to go to like a guard watch station?
I think we originally decided that I was going to go to Eliander's house.
Okay.
Or like, you know, to the nearest guards there and tell them to get him.
Okay. So as you kind of are making your way over, so you're coming from basically in this position, you're kind of coming from like the center right of this map. So as you kind of fly past, you would make your way over the docks, and given recent events, the docks actually have a bit of a higher number of guards watching over it, so you immediately catch a glimpse of those. But you can choose to go to his house. There's also the watch station that's in town as well, that's a little bit further west, or you can go straight to his house, whatever you want to do.
I will land at the dock and see if I can find like a guard captain.
Okay. Okay. There are several guards, many of which you know have been on that squad for quite a while. None of them necessarily captains, but from what you can tell, these are all reliable faces.
I'm gonna choose whichever like 2 are kind of grouped together.
Okay.
And go for them.
Okay.
So there's more than one.
So you see kind of one patrolling, and you're trying to like kind of pinpoint where he's going to end up. You get in, you land on this kind of central dock right here, and you, being Peach's big pink bird flying in the middle of the night, immediately catch their attention. And it kind of, their reaction kind of sets them a little bit stiff. They start drawing their weapons, and then they see that it is you, and they kind of recognize you. And you see a little, despite the situation and like the panic on your face, they see like this like instinctual smile start creeping up their face, and then it like fades as they realize like you're kind of in a bit of a panic. What's going on here?
Gather as many guards as you can. We're bringing in a ship of human smugglers. I don't know if you know Wyatt. He's the one he's on the ship as the captain right now. They'll be here within 10 minutes. Gather all the guards that you can. I'm gonna go get Eliander.
Wait, Wyatt he's captaining a smuggling ship? Do I have that right?
Impersonating a captain. It's been quite a night. Just get everybody that you can prepared to arrest them all.
Okay, Peaches. You're gonna make a roll for me real quick. You're gonna make a roll real quick. These guards know you. You've been a happy face, so I'm gonna give you advantage. I need you to make a persuasion check for me. We have no reason to distrust you. We'll gather who we can. Aim for this dock up north here. And he kind of points over the way to this top dock here.
If I can get to them. There's no flag, there's no anything on the ship, no discerning features, but you will see, you'll probably see Grix on the deck.
Oh, that's a big ship.
That's right.
Very well. We'll take care of it.
All right, and then she's gonna fly off and thank you, boys. Fly off to Eliander.
Okay, and you see them already starting to get together, gathering things. Okay, so you can fly over to his house. It's a pretty, I mean, for a guard captain, it's a pretty well put together house. house. It looks a little bit ritzier than you would anticipate from somebody who just works in the guard. Big brass knocker on the front of the door, which is a big solid oak door.
He just immediately just starts banging at him.
After probably a whole minute or so goes by, the door slowly creeps open, and you see just a peek of Eliander's clearly freshly woken face as he peeks out. What's going on?
I apologize for the interruption. I am part of the crew that you sent up to the mansion. We're bringing in a ship right now, the Sea Ghost. We're gonna give the opportunity to arrest everyone on deck or on board. They're human smugglers.
Well, how the hell did you pull that off?
We'll be able to explain afterwards, but right now we need to get every guard captain or every guard down to the docks if we can. I'm gonna disclose how many crew I think there are, plus the notable ones of like the wizard, the stinky dwarf, foul dwarf, whatever, and then
Stinky dwarf.
I'm just gonna give a quick rundown of everyone on board, and then say Milo's currently not Milo, Wyatt's currently impersonating the captain with a disguise spell, and yeah, we're bringing it right into dock.
Very well. And you see him just kind of reach out, grab this like leather coat that he had hanging on the hook, and he presses the door closed for a moment, and doesn't take very long for him to kind of come flying out the door.
All right. I'm gonna go to Manistrad now.
Okay, so Manistrad is
Seemingly directly above.
that's where she works. Let me just find her
That's
house.
okay.
So silly. Oh my gosh. It's not real words. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, one sec. Okay. Okay, still nearby. It's actually just right outside here, so she's here. Okay.
Same thing, just walk up and start knocking on the door.
And this time, it's a little bit of a smaller house, a little bit more quaint. Start kind of rapping on the door there, and you just hear this thud, and then a bunch of cursing and stomping, and the door just kind of flies open, and just barely opening her eyes, hair all twisted in these red curly knots. Oh, Peaches. What time is
We're
it?
bringing in a smuggling ship. It's about 3 a.m. We're bringing it right into dock. I've got Eliander. He's gathering the guard, and we're gonna go arrest them. I figured you wanted on this.
Fine. And you can see her. She just kind of like reaches around, like finds a side table, and you see there's just like a little vial of like smoke powder. She kind of like wafts it under her nose. Okay, let's go get him.
I thought you quit that.
Listen. Sometimes things are called for. Let's go.
I'm gonna go back out to the ship and bring them into the north dock.
I'll climb my way up.
Meet with Eliander. He's on his way up there.
That old bugger can try to beat me to it. And she just kind of like, she stomps into her boots, wraps up in her robe, and she just takes off and starts running north up towards the hill. And you see her just hoofing it up the hill.
I'm gonna like fly up behind her and kind of grab her and help pull her up to the top of the hill.
Let go. I'm used to climbing mountains.
Yeah, but you're not as fast in your old age. And she's gonna just keep flying out to the boat.
She kind of like resigns, like lets you lift her a little. Okay, so they start making their way over. All right, so you're going back to the ship?
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that it was.
There's still some things I'd like to do before
Yep.
she comes back.
For sure. Oh, I like this music. Shit, this is nice.
Are we actually this close in to port?
No, I just needed to position it, but it is not far off. Like like it's maybe like a little bit out of screen from like right there. Okay. Sorry, so I guess I'll jump back. So Peaches, you're flying back to the ship, right?
So I'll just leave off from when she flew off.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we'll backtrack.
And thank you, August. I appreciate you kicking some ass back there.
And you see him kind of like tightly grip the quarterstaff, and he kind of like wields it around a little bit in a kind of a little bit of a flurry. It's been a long time since I've needed combat. Well, thank you for letting me participate. And he hands you, he holds out the quarterstaff for you.
No, consider it a gift. Maybe, hey, you might need to use it again. I hope not. I sure hope not. But, you know, keep it as a token, at least to remember the struggles you went through with this ship.
Well, I appreciate it. It's not what I'm used to, but I'll put it to good use if it needs to be done.
Hey, it'll turn into a walking stick. At least you're not going to use it for combat.
Hopefully I won't need that anytime soon, but I think maybe it's a little sentimental to me now, so I'll hold on to it.
If you could do me a favor, just keep an eye on the dock. I want to head down and check on something. And as we approach Saltmarsh, I probably encourage you to stand by Grix. If you're standing beside Grix, you're going to be looking like an ally to us. So probably a good idea to get on up there.
And I'll wave him over. You know, big old goofy smile on my face.
And as I want to start like going this way to head downstairs, and I like point my back as I'm about to like, and Grix, you killed it, buddy. Awesome bolt there. I don't know what that was, but it looked sick, and you did hella damage.
I'll just, do the point back. Hey, anytime from my friend Wyatt there.
That's what I like to hear. And
Don't worry, B.
And I'll head downstairs.
Okay. And you can see the door is open now to where the lizard folks were. Inside, you can see there are three, not cots, but hammocks, basically, that are strung up.
I'm going in and I'm closing the door.
You're going in there and closing the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to try to be like I don't want to try to make too much noise.
Uh-huh.
Can I listen and see if there's like anyone on the other side of this door? Can I like
Sure,
listen to the door?
Give me a perception check.
7.
7. As far as you can hear, doesn't sound like there's anything.
Can I slowly open it?
Yeah. Okay. So you just see it's like a storage supply, but mostly for the ship. It's not like any goods that are being carted around.
Can I like quickly search this first room? Just like
For sure.
papers, things like that, like anything that kind of stands out.
Sure. So in here, let's see. So first of all, so I'll give you the kind of full rundown here. So first of all, the room has a bit of a stink to it. It smells like a swamp, not like gross necessarily, but it reminds you of like a swamp or a marsh. There's a wooden table bolted to the deck. There's a silver jug, chairs, And there is a small chest or a box that lies underneath the forwardmost hammock. And and that's it. That's it.
Okay. Chest. I'm just gonna leave it going into this room.
Okay,
And can I kind of quickly scour this room too?
for sure. So in there, you've got so there's 2 coiled lengths of rope and 3 rolls of sailcloth. So it's basically like stores for the sails if they need to be replaced. There's a wooden cask that stands next to 6 lengths of wood planking, so meant for repairs. Let's see here. There's 2 wooden mallets, 2 saws, and an adze. There's a and that's it.
Can I listen to this door too? See, like listen who's on the other side of this door.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
16.
Sorry?
16.
Okay. So again, you hear nothing and you're pretty confident that you're listening pretty well. There's nothing over there.
Slowly open.
Okay. So in there is let me see here. This is like the food stores.
Mm.
So there's 3 long strings of sausage, a large ham, a hunk of meat. There's 3 sacks that are closed up in the room. There's a ceramic jar. There's a small cask, and that's it.
And what's in this room?
And that one is. So this is the galley. This is like the kitchen, basically. There's a crude metal stove.
And a bed.
No, not a bed. There's some food. That's like a table, like a cutting board.
I see.
Yeah, and there's primarily just foodstuffs in this room.
Can I go back through each room and just kind of feel the walls? Because I feel if there's like any slits or secret doors, like I'm looking for the same kind of storage that Feyorn is in right now. See if there's like a trend or something like that. And I'm looking just on the walls. I'm not looking on the floor, just the walls.
Sure. So give me a perception check with advantage.
Gonna be a 14.
14. Okay. So you know precisely what you're looking for. You kind of feel around. You're looking at each board, and at one point you kind of like you put your hands on the front part of the ship wall, and you can actually feel the water hitting the other side of the board. So you know this is the outer portion of the ship. No space for hidden compartments.
Okay. Double back, open, like head back through here.
Mm-hmm.
Close the door behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the fastest? Is this staircase right here the fastest to Feyorn?
Yes.
I'm gonna slowly try to creep down the stairs.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Natural 15. I like that.
Okay. So you creep your way down. You're used to the creaks and the steps from previous, and you silently make your way into the room.
Nobody's here? Is
No.
he on this side or the other side?
He's on that side.
Oh, and nobody's here?
Nobody's there.
Can I hear snoring on the other side of this door?
Give me a perception check.
13.
You hear a stinky dwarf snoring.
I'm gonna like lightly tap twice on the door.
On which door?
Feyorn's.
Okay. Feyorn, you hear a tapping on your door.
I'll tap back.
And I'm gonna slowly
It's really tense music.
open
for
the
this
door.
moment.
Very
Very tense music for this moment.
Feyorn's dead.
I'm gonna open the door and go like this. It's like finger on my mouth.
And then I'll turn to
Shut the fuck up.
Oceanic.
Us.
And
It's an us, not a
Oceanus.
Nick.
So sorry.
Ocean we.
And I'll just
You see a server set up for Australian gaming next to your weapon racks.
I'll unplug it.
Oh my god.
You hear the screams of 1,000 New Zealanders.
So I'll just
And I
put my
guess I'll
put my
go ahead.
finger on my mouth.
Okay.
And I'll motion
So you-
him to come forward. I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna play point on this door right here. So I'm gonna kind of like pull my back towards the door and point him to go up the stairs.
I kind of told him that the next time this door was
Oh, just-
open, that
I'll put my mouth on his hand.
okay.
What?
I
You
won't even
kiss his hand. You kiss his hand.
You put
You're
your
kissing
mouth
his
on his hand?
You grab his hand gingerly. You bring it to your mouth, and you stare him in the eyes.
I'm just gonna
I'll keep going.
keep going. And same with
I'll walk.
Oceanus, like I'll just like point up the stairs
Okay.
and fingers like
his hand too.
Okay.
So you see Oceanus comes
can't
to.
move, but-
Oh, why can't you move?
I don't know.
Oh, because the door's. Can you get out? There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
no
so-
door, close that.
Oh,
I purposefully made it closed. I don't want to reveal my immersion.
so sorry.
Now I know who's there.
I'm sorry.
You
My fault.
you see Oceanus just kind of like stand in the doorway, and he like kind of looks at the frame of the door, and as he kind of steps into the light a little bit, you see he's like a bit emaciated. You see him just kind of take a deep breath,
And I'm still like,
and he just steps through the door, and it looks like he's just going to like through a portal to like a new life as he follows behind Feyorn.
We just freed the
does
BB.
he, what does he have in his hands?
Guns. No, they're empty.
Okay.
What does emancipated mean?
Emaciated.
That's it.
Well, he isn't emancipated mean like freed?
Yeah, I think so, essentially.
So he's both actually at this
He's
point.
emancipated and emaciated and
Okay, so
Yeah.
whatever word
He's
you use, what does
enunciated.
that mean?
Emaciated it means he's like starved, basically. Like he's
Then why don't you just use the word starved?
Because it was in the module that he's fucking.
because it actually is a more concise way to explain.
Yeah, but us fucking common folk don't know that word.
I
That's
think
too word- that's too big
every
a
other
word.
person in here knew what that was. Even the guy who speaks Russian.
Well, they're not from the fucking country, so
Insult.
Okay, carrying on. Wyatt's trying to get a plan off. Let's go.
I'm gonna close the door behind them and and follow behind them up.
Okay. As you go, as you're going up the stairs, you hear a little poof noise and you smell like seaweed farts.
Okay, great.
okay, great.
It's
Yep.
in the module. It's
I'm
in the
gonna
module.
close the door, like,
Wyatt
close
smells
all
like
the
farts in here.
doors, and then just head up. So like they'll already probably have gone up, but I'll go ahead and close all the doors.
And on a serious note, Oceanus steps up onto the deck. He just kind of like closes his eyes, puts his head back, and just breathes in the salty air. And he like leans over the railing of the ship and just looks out at the ocean.
And then I'll kind of catch up with them. They don't get
Oh,
too.
Feyorn, about time that you joined us. Where you been?
Just sticking to the plan.
Oh, fair enough.
All right, blue boy. Take your deep breath. We're about to head over to Saltmarsh. From there, I'm sure you'll be free. Just go on ahead and stand on that deck over there. And they'll know you're one of us. And I'll point to where Grix is.
I'll just wave him over.
So he kind of reluctantly peels himself from the railing and walks his way up, but then leans over this one too and just soaks it in. Doesn't even look off the front of the ship. And then he kind of steps forward for a second, waits to catch your eye, Feyorn, and he just kind of like, you see like just a tear kind of roll down his face, and he just kind of like nods at you and goes back to looking out over the railing at the ocean. So at this point, you're getting pretty close to Saltmarsh, and I'll say probably at this point is right about when Peaches would make her way back to you guys.
Just gonna land on the deck.
Hey, Feyorn. What's with the Smurf?
I don't know. He was a prisoner.
Oh. Does the prisoner have a name?
Oceanus, right? Did I get it right?
No, it's Oceanic.
Oceanic.
You got it right the first time.
Thank you.
That's just mean.
Will he be joining us in Saltmarsh?
Yes.
He's our new party member.
Now let him be. It's the
Oh.
first time he's had fresh air in like 2 months.
So you've been breathing in your own farts for the last 2 months?
Yes, I was just telling him about that. It's terrible. I know, and I'm not. I've heard that people like the smell of their own farts. I hate it.
Were they wet farts? Or were they very dry?
No, they were dry. They're so dry, like a desert.
Sound like trumpets almost.
Maybe
Yeah.
we should get him something to eat.
You
Oh.
hungry?
And drink.
Yeah, I'll take something.
I'll pull out a ration and here, take this, and I'll toss it over to him.
It's just kind of like he weakly like tries to catch it. It just bounces off of his chest, breaks 3 of his ribs. No, I'm just kidding. He just
Roll
goes-
damage.
he goes
It's a paper skin.
But he does. He picks it up and he kind of slowly unwraps it, and he just starts like biting into it, eyes closed, like clearly in heaven with this meal. Yeah.
I'm gonna go get him like a little cup of water from the kitchen or something.
And he gladly takes it, drinks it up. You're now about a minute out, so you're well within range here. So I'll get you, I guess, position.
I want to
Grix
call Wyatt up.
still-
Hold on. Peaches is
Yep.
going here. Sorry, say again.
Grix still navigating
Well, I would imagine
or
so.
like steering the ship. It's still
I am
Grix
still helming the ship.
helming. Thank you. All right, Peaches is gonna say they told us to bring it into the north dock. Not the very top one, but the first one into the actual port.
Sure.
I can do
I'm
that.
just gonna like point out, so it's not the one up at the top. It's the
As I walk up the stairs and over to Grix, I'm gonna change back to Wyatt.
Perfect, because the token on this map is Wyatt, so that's excellent.
And then I'll like before I walk over to Grix, I'll just say, just so you know what I really look like, over to Aukus and Oceanus.
I like this look a lot better.
Yeah, I bet. Me too. Tired of being an old man. He had a tramp stamp on his ass. You guys know that?
Tramp step doesn't go in the ass there. Wyatt. He goes right above the ass.
Whatever. So he had a long ass.
Old Captain Longass.
Yes, that's actually what his second name was. They called him either Snake Eyes or
Long ass.
sometimes it was Lengthy Cheeks. It was basically every euphemism in the book.
So it's just Wyatt, AUKUS, and Oceanic, right? Up there?
Sorry, yes.
What? You like long ass? Yeah, you like that?
Just picturing like there's cheeks on us.
I want someone to draw this.
They don't belong there.
Mr. President, a second plane has hit the second cheek. Has hit the cheek. So yeah, it's just the four of us up there.
Yes.
Look, I'll look at Wyatt and our plan. We're sticking to it, correct? Our plan. And I'll like raise my eyebrows at him.
I mean, I guess. I don't really
Alright.
care either way.
Well, say we take the ship for our own. Once
See-
we hand over everybody else.
Yeah, let's see what happens. First, let's. I don't want a heart attack when all these dwarves wake up. Let's get these dwarves off the boat and then.
You worry too much.
Yeah, I got some other things I need to do in Saltmarsh that are pretty urgent. So hopefully we
Alright.
can get this done quick.
Fingers crossed. We're almost there. You can see the lights.
That's right.
Let's just hope it doesn't awaken any of them.
I think we'll be fine.
Okay. I'm going to backtrack a little bit and jump over to our boy who's been left alone this whole time. Mr. Milo.
Yeah.
AKA, no, just Milo. Just Milo.
Just Milo.
Who else saw
so we're
that
gonna
video
ask
on
you-
YouTube? You can find that at Frank's Paradox on YouTube. Milo reveals his true identity out now.
Okay, oops. AUKUS is not here. Peaches is not here. Let's get out of those. And this is +1 dead. Perfect. Okay. Milo, we're jumping back to you. You've just had your little conversation with them. You smashed this thing in the head. After speaking to this lit up with blue eyes, crazy thing, said it couldn't see you, but it was tasting you with its tongue in the air. And then you smashed its skull in after threatening its life. After agreeing to only call you Wyatt, or sorry, Milo. Jesus, we're all over the map here. Sandvalet's gonna.
Couple of white folk. Couple of white folk names.
We look nothing alike. We look nothing alike.
Sandvalet just kind of like, for the next minute or so, just kind of like stands in that like villain pose with like his hands behind his back, looking out in the ocean. And after not too long, he just says, "It seems as though they're moving."
The ship, the Sea Ghost.
Yes.
Are you able to see where they're headed to?
Just a moment. And another minute or so goes by. Well, something is either very, very wrong or very right. They seem to be heading south, which is towards your home. And that's not where they come from. Certainly not after a job like this. They always head out into the sea. But they're heading towards the coast.
Okay. All right. It sounds like Wyatt and Grix, Peaches, Feyorn, sounds like they did something right. Moments ago I was blinded by rage. Were either of you injured?
They both kind of like look themselves up and down, just give you a head shake. We're fine.
Okay. If the ship is headed towards Saltmarsh, it is probably in our best interest, and I'll gesture to Britain, to head to Saltmarsh. Sandbalette, what will you do?
If I have a choice, which it didn't seem like I did before, but given who now has control of the wheel here, I suppose it's up to you. And if you're leaving it up to me, then I'm going to go far from here. I'm going to find rest on the road, and I'll find some new city to call home. And maybe some wizard somewhere will take me in and allow me to study under their guise.
Okay, well, the choice is yours. The choice is yours. I would, I can't follow you, and I'm not going to go with you. So if to feel like I've done my part, I would ask, obviously, to turn a new leaf and find something new. I'd hope that your words are true. I am a very firm believer in second chances, and this situation, everybody caught up in this seems like you're kind of having your arm twisted into it. Apologies, I can't get you back your earring. That is probably long gone, so hopefully you don't need that where you're headed. But yeah, the choice is yours. Britton and I, we will take the other two prisoners, I guess. I don't want to call them prisoners, but... And we will head back to Saltmarsh. Once we are gone, you are free to do whatever it is. And yeah, in hopes that, again, I would hate to see you turn down this path again.
Well, I didn't expect this, given that I was told several times that I would be essentially put in prison for the next several years of my life. I appreciate the second chance.
Please don't make me regret it.
I don't think you will. I can't say that I've been treated this way in quite some time, and I don't think that the gods would look fondly on me if I did squander this opportunity. So I'll be headed north. Hopefully, if you ever find yourself that direction, in some city somewhere large enough to have a wizard's tower, maybe you'll find me there. Hopefully. Though I may not have the same name.
That makes two of us. Britton, shall we grab the other two and head back?
Aye. Strange night. Let's go.
As we like walk away from Sambalat before we get to the prisoners, Britton, for what it's worth, I know you have a close relationship with Peaches. I obviously have a very large disdain to the lizard folk. With that being said, I am still me. I do still believe in redemption for everybody, but I also believe that there are some beings that are beyond words themselves. And I would just hope that there is a way, whether it be through my words or my actions, I can prove to you that this can stay between us and that Peaches and the rest of the party that you've seen are in good hands, and that I do not have ill will or any negative thoughts towards the group.
I mean, I wasn't questioning you. I've killed a deep gnome with my forehead, so it's not really.
All right, well, second chances, right? Here's the second chances.
I mean, he was trying to eat my legs, so it was, it was a weird one. No problem by me. I think he deserved it. In fact, I did. I think you should have killed him the first time around.
I was hoping to get something out of it. On top of all the stuff that's happening at the ship now at Saltmarsh, the lizard folk are going to war. So yeah, I was again blinded by rage. I would like to have been able to use AUKUS to question this thing, that thing.
I'm sure you'll have a chance one day. No big.
Cool. All right, yeah, let's grab the other two. I don't know if they need to stay together, but AUKUS is on the ship, so if the ship's headed to Saltmarsh, let's round up everybody and head that way as well.
All right, let's go. Got some walking to do.
Yeah.
Heads out. You guys grab the. I won't make you walk out, but
Okay.
you kind of meet up with the other two, and they just seem to be kind of willing to go with the flow. You kind of make your way up to them, and they meet you at the door. Where to?
We're headed back to Saltmarsh. I understand that might not be home for you, but it's where the rest of our group is gone. AUKUS is also headed that direction. And the work that we've been doing here is... Let's just say we have connections in Saltmarsh. So wherever it is that you need to go, wherever you're from or wherever you're headed, it can probably be, I guess, further assisted by our connections in Saltmarsh. Unless you'd like to stay here.
No, thank you. Let's just get out of here. And Saltmarsh isn't too far off. We're headed more inland.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's get to Saltmarsh. Make sure that you two are situated for travels home and whatever it is that you do need. And then you guys can be on your way.
Fair enough. Let's go.
Hands in. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So you make your way out of the haunted house.
Yeah.
You start kind of like quickly like making a trek out, and by the time you get outside of the gate onto that like kind of beaten up path, you see this very strange looking thing in front of you, right before you meet the path, it is 2 sideways mushrooms, huge, taller than you, the stalks of which come towards a center point, and hanging from the 2 stalks of mushrooms, so the mushrooms kind of on their sides, the caps are on the ground, and then hanging from the center, are these ropes that hold on to this like swinging wooden platform. And there's a squirrel that's on top of the mushroom stalks, and it sees you coming, and it just kind of like goes, it just makes the noise, and you see it like smack the side of the mushroom and give you a little smile.
Does anybody by chance speak to squirrels?
No, but he looks happy to see you.
Is he gesturing me to go to the mushroom thing?
He just like, you know how like people like smack the hood of a car and they like smile
Right.
at it? That's the move he did. He just smacked the side of the mushroom and like gave you a smirk.
Okay. I'll walk up to the squirrel and just put my hand out.
And he just kind of like, he looks at you like disappointed, and he just like, he like points down to the platform.
You said it's a swing?
It's
It's like
2 mushrooms,
2 mushrooms.
sideways, the caps on the ground,
Okay.
like wheels. The stalks of the mushrooms come to the center, and then from that hangs 2 ropes holding onto a swinging platform.
Okay. So okay.
You ever play Twisted Metal?
Yes.
Like, you know, Axel?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like that.
Okay. So it doesn't do anything.
It's just sitting there.
Is it big enough for all of us? The platform?
It's big enough for like 2 times the size of your group.
Okay. I'll just look back to the group then and say it must be a friend of Feyorn's. I think it wants us to get on.
Better than a prison cell. And the 2 girls make their way up, and Britain kind of hesitantly she just goes wherever you go.
And now, I'll hop on.
Okay. And as soon as you do, the squirrel kind of like dips down from the stalk, looks at you like upside down, gives you a smile, hops off onto the ground, and then this thing starts, the mushroom cap starts spinning, the swinging platform just stays pretty stable, and this thing fucking tears off down the path, and it veers away from the main path and just starts ripping across the ocean rocks that are right up against the shore and the beaches, and it tears down towards Saltmarsh at just insane speeds that you've never experienced on any vehicle, ship, or anything. And it is a surprisingly smooth but windy ride.
Okay.
And it takes you ripping down into Saltmarsh, and very quickly it drops you right on the or right just inside the city limits, at which point you see it veers, you kind of like step off, and it immediately takes off down towards the grove, and it just buries itself in the trees.
It's like the car from Harry Potter too.
Oh yeah, I guess you weren't there either, eh? You haven't seen this thing, Peaches?
No.
Oh no, yeah, you were.
was-
You did.
It brought them out to the forest.
That's right. Okay. So it drops you off. I'll grab your compatriots here. I forgot to bring them with you, but they're with you. And by this point, you can see the ship is starting to head in. And you see the streets are pretty well empty around you, but you can see the ship kind of where it is here on the map, just like off to the side there, heading towards the docks, the merchant docks.
Okay. Well, there's our crew. I hate to drag you two back in the direction of the ship, but it seems like the rest of our group has it under their command. So if you wouldn't mind following Britton and I that way. From there, again, we will meet up with our connections and you guys will be taken care of and sent on your way if that's what you wish. I don't suggest you wander Saltmarsh. Doesn't have great sewage system. You might step in some stuff that you don't want to step. So just follow us, and then I'll start heading to the.
And as they go, they kind of just say, like, "We'll come with you, but I'm not getting anywhere near that ship, and neither is she."
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. So you guys make your way down. The ship comes in, and everybody that's on the ship, I need a quick perception check.
Ooh. Quick constitution check.
It gets a roll?
Roll.
15.
Wait, did it not roll?
It doesn't look
Actually,
like
can
it.
I
just
use
did.
my?
Yeah.
I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos for advantage.
You just want to keep setting up wild magic.
Yep. Yeah, isn't that the whole point of this?
It is.
Let's go, baby!
Alright. Okay, so
Worth it.
let me see here. So Wyatt, Feyorn, where's yours? 12. Okay, so Wyatt, basically everybody except for Peach at this point. I don't know. Peach got it too.
Feyorn that got
15. Sorry, I saw the 6. I thought the 6 landed on somebody, but all of you, as you're kind of making your way in, you can actually see the group of fucking Milo, Britton, and like these two, to some of you strangers, walk it like kind of like jogging their way up the path here, and then you can see on that northern dock there's a pretty good squadron of people waiting there, including the likes of Manistrad Copperlocks and Eliander Fireborn, and a squadron of about 12 guards waiting there, well armed on the dock.
They didn't let anybody else know. They didn't let the other council members know.
I mean, they basically they had a few minutes to get there, so they just went.
Can I head to the front of the boat?
Absolutely.
Can I fucking Captain Jack Sparrow style just like wave at them like on the tip of the bow or whatever it is, like at the tip of the little whatever that is.
It's the tip of the bow.
Tip of the bow.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna like hold on to something and just wave at them.
But just
Take my hat off and like wave at them too. Just like
Ethan, did you know about ships previous to this campaign?
Yes, I'm a
Okay.
sailor. Like I sail, like I race sailboats.
Oh, okay.
do I believe him?
You should. I've literally offered to take these two knuckleheads out.
Okay. So you guys start making your way in. Grix, you're steering the ship, I take it?
I'm helming the ship. Yep.
Helming, Frank.
You're helming the
Jesus.
ship?
Fuck, man! My fucking immersion every time you say that dumb shit. Stop saying wall, stop saying left, stop saying right, stop saying floor.
Oh god. What am I thinking, dude?
Sorry.
I think somebody needs to swipe their credit card.
All right, you're helming the ship. Your feet are on the deck near the port side.
I mean,
All right.
near the aft.
Yeah, okay, Jesus. All right. You guys roll your way in. Now, obviously, I'm not going to make you go through the motions of, like, you know, raising the sails and all that. I'll say you kind of instinctually, the guys who have been on the ship, move you through the motions, and you can pull your way in. Grix, I'll say you've got control, so if you want to just go in, if you want to, you know, if there's anything special you want to do, feel free, but otherwise, you will just pull right into that dock.
Yeah, nope. Just pulling. Yeah, I'm gonna back it into the dock. You know what I'm saying? Just do a 3-point turn. Parallel park that bitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You stay here, it might turn into a 13-point.
Okay. So you guys pull in, get nice and close to that dock, and everything is pretty silent. The guards it's like they got the memo. Everybody's staying pretty quiet. Nobody says anything. You roll up to the dock, and they slowly start they get the ropes up. They start tying it up. They have the rope ladder that's on the side there, and all 12 of the guards and Eliander make their way up onto the deck very, very silently. Eliander kind of approaches the group of you and says, so, what's the situation below deck?
There are a couple of drunk dwarves.
More than a
Many.
couple.
How many?
There's about 5, 6, maybe 7,
Maybe 8.
and a goblin.
And there's the second floor, or is it the second floor that we put him in, Wyatt, or is maybe the third floor down?
I think.
Anyways,
Once they clear
there's-
out, we'll show them the secret compartment. But let's just get these guys off. the deck
I was
first.
more talking about maybe the captain and the first mate that we have stuffed in a barrel.
Oh yeah, that's right. We'll deal with that later. Let's just get these dwarves off, and then we'll show you
Alright.
where the captain is.
There's a really tough dwarf down there as well, though.
Yeah, she's very flirty. Look out. And I'll rub my bruise on my chest where she fucking wailed on me.
Okay, and at this point, by the way, so Manistrad stays on the dock, but Milo and Britain, and again to some of you two strangers, the strangers stay well off the dock, back kind of leaned up against a building close by. But Milo and Britain roll their way up as well. And Milo, at this point, if you wanted to join them on the deck, you can absolutely do so. You haven't been with them for a while, but it's up to you.
Yeah, I would just walk up and probably behind the council members, receiving them, and just be part of the mix. I don't have necessarily anything to say, more just drinking in what the fuck is going on.
Okay. So sorry, you are on the ship though?
Uh,
Everybody's on the ship, basically.
Everybody's on the
except
ship now.
Manistrad.
Okay, then yeah, I would have followed onto the ship. Yes.
Okay. And so you're met by this kind of motley crew now. You've got a couple extra people on there. You have no idea who they are. Well, the one, you don't know who it is. And you and Britain jump up. Britain kind of gives Peaches a nod. Well, apparently we've been working together and barely seeing each other. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
I'll do a quick little whistle to try to get Milo's attention, and to see if he'll take a little gander up at me if I go make a quick little whistle.
So,
Do I?
I mean, in the silence, Milo and 6 guards, huh?
Just a, and I'll do the classic guy up nod, and notion use my head, the notion I'm towards me. It's
Yeah.
the typical guy thing, the up and then the
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah, I'll walk over.
Yeah,
Grix.
and I will I'll basically just fill him in on what the plan is, what's happened. That we snuck onto the ship, we incapacitated the captain and the first mate, stuffed them in barrels, got the rest of the crew drunk, and then piloted the ship here. Just
No casualties.
well, I unfortunately had to take the life of a fellow goblin, and a single tear will roll down my face, my cheek, in order to gain the trust of the captain.
I'll reach out and could recognize that Grix is a little bit taller now as I put my hand on his shoulder. I know that probably wasn't easy for you.
It wasn't my first choice, but you know, it's what we got to do to gain the trust, and I mean, it got us here. So I will do a ritual service for him in his honor.
Yeah, as I was gonna say, if we get a moment, maybe we can do something to celebrate the life of that goblin. Yeah, okay. So what's the plan now? Just see what the council wants to do?
I would assume and I would hope that they're going to go down there and take, arrest the crew. And there's a stipulation once they get all the crew off, but we're going to cross that bridge when we get to it.
Should we send someone to go get Anders?
Yeah, we probably should. What about that one down there on the dock, Manistrad, right? That's who that is. I've never really interacted with her much, but that's Manistrad, correct?
I volunteer.
Oh,
I'll go get Anders.
Sorry, if you're having this conversation openly, by the way,
yeah,
Eliander's going to chime in and just tell you, like, that's not necessary. We need to make our move now.
Then what are you waiting for? Go get down there and go get him.
Well, you're all coming with me.
Why? We've done the heavy work, the heavy lifting. Now it's your chance to arrest them.
We don't know where they're located.
They're on the bottom deck.
Well, there's stairs and there's doors, and you just open the doors and go down the stairs.
I don't think there's anyone.
I can assist.
And again, don't worry about Anders. They have no need to be woken for this. They'll find out in the morning. We just need to execute now.
Well, then get going. You don't need us.
Stay here. Don't move.
I was going to suggest Cat just sending a guard.
What the fuck it is? What is that?
Yeah, they gonna be all right.
Please tell me those are the guards people and not the crew.
Yeah, that's the guards.
I see red banners and or red outlines.
Token,
and I get scared.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Peaches, what were you saying?
I was saying that I was just gonna tell one of the guards to go to get Anders.
Nobody's getting Anders. We need to move now. All hands on deck. Let's go.
Does he seem like he's being suspicious about this?
Give me an insight check.
I also want to insight this because Anders is supposed to be our guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fuck. 11. I have new dice coming in, by the way. Dice that I bought for this character specifically, so they better fucking roll nice.
He is tired, and he is in no bullshit mode, is what you're gathering from him.
Like I said, you don't need us. You're the guards.
He's basically treating you all like like just another one of his guards that are meant to do as he says, and he's basically just getting irritated that you're putting up any kind of fuss.
All right, follow me. I need places to be, and I'm gonna head down the stairs first.
Peaches, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, no, I was planning to assist to show him so that the guys could go if they wanted to.
Okay. All right. So the guards kind of split up. Eliander kind of leads down one way, and Peaches, he kind of signals to you and holds his hand out down the stairs as Wyatt heads down the other. 6 guards follow Wyatt. This is a pack of 6, by the way. Okay. Peaches, he waves you down this one.
Closest.
Yep. And for his team, he actually only takes 5, and the remaining guard, he kind of points at, and he says, "Nobody leaves this deck, not until the job is done," and then he heads down.
Down this
And he-
door, there's like most of them. Down this door, there's one. Go get him,
One.
Tiger.
She's not.
That's it.
Oh,
That's
actually,
the
I
whole
don't know
ship.
that she's down there.
There's one down there, and the rest, the whole party, the whole crew is staying in the crew's quarters down these stairs here.
Where's the wizard?
I've got no clue.
So to be clear, there are 7 targets in total.
Give or take.
Give or take.
Listen, I don't know.
Well,
I don't
the
remember
captain
how many
and the first
dwarves there are
military
down there,
captain.
but everybody's down here. One person is down this way.
Okay, let's go. And the guards kind of like position themselves at the door. Peaches, this time he heads down. Well, he sends a guard in front of him. He goes down second, and he says to you, Peaches, says, "Take up the rear." They head down. Oh, that's up. 1.
Up is down and down is up.
I'll be the last one through the door, but I'm keeping an eye on him.
Okay. So they kind of like just make their way over, see the person sleeping, and they're surprisingly quiet as they move. Clearly, some sort of team that he's pieced together. And
Actually,
yep.
instead of going through the door behind them, she's gonna scoot down to the other door that leads into the barrel room to
Okay.
like get it from both sides, essentially, so she doesn't have a escape.
Okay. So can you just position yourself where you're going? You can Wasty too if you want.
I'm trying to, but the door.
So sorry, where are you trying to go? Like down this one here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so to that door. Okay.
That door.
Okay. Okay, so this is what Eliander does. He kind of like looks around, and he looks at 2 of his, or 3 rather, of the pack of 5 he's got with him, and he goes like this. He just looks at them silently, and he just goes, and immediately 3 of them take off and join the other party. And by the time they get there, they start surrounding, kind of like swarming around these all these hammocks. And then, so Peaches, are you in the room with him, by the way?
No, I'm on the other side of the door.
Okay. And he just, well, in the room, then you don't.
It's locked first.
It's not.
Okay. Okay.
So you're not opening the door. You're leaving it closed.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna open it like a crack.
Okay. So then, what you
At
would
least hear what's happening.
sure. So then, what you would see is Eliander just kind of like nodding his head, and then the guards that join your room, Wyatt. One of the 3 has 4 fingers up as he gets down, and then he goes to 3. They fan out. 2, 1, and then as the last finger comes down, they all draw their short swords and plunge them into each one.
Was this Lord of the Rings?
Dwarves and goblins. And Peaches, what you see is Eliander stand back as the 2 guards that he has with him plunge their swords into Foul Frithoth, who lays in her hammock. And she tries to let out a sound, but it is a silent swipe through this ship,
What are you doing?
as nothing but a bloody gurgle comes out of her mouth, and she is executed. And unbeknownst to you, as is it a room full of drunken dwarves and goblins on the other side of the ship.
Why did you do that?
sorry, was this not what you were anticipating?
We don't even know if she had any information on her. Are you not trying to just arrest them? We didn't want to kill them.
Well, let's think about this. They wake up, go to our prison, spend what? 2 months? 3 months? With open communication. And we know people are going to slip in and out of that prison, talking, sending messages back and forth. And if they don't get broken out, do you really think they're going to go away into a deep enough hole that they're not going to have impact on somebody else's life? They're trafficking people. This isn't a game.
How is that for you to decide? You don't know if most of these people are even forced into this or not. They could have people threatening their families. Did you just kill the others?
Complacency is not an excuse. And this one in particular, why you would feel for this one, clearly, and he looks around, have a higher status. There's nothing to be upset about here. Nothing was lost.
I don't think that's for you to decide. Why did you
Well,
do
tonight it is.
that? I didn't want this. I didn't condone this. And Peaches is gonna go to the other room where all the other people are.
Okay.
And just kind of try and take stock to see if anybody is still breathing.
So you make your way across the ship.
It's a little full in here. It's going to be a little bit of a tight
I know.
squeeze.
Sorry, Wyatt, you are surrounded by a bloodbath. The scene plays out before you in almost slow motion as this slaughter takes place. Very clean, efficient kills, and you kind of look around and you go to take a step and you realize your boot is like just slightly sticky, and you look down and the blood that is coating the floor has reached your shoes, and the only place to stand without blood on it is up a step on those stairs. Peaches, by the time you get there, the guards are all wiping their swords and resheathing them.
Can I kind of like squeeze through
Sure.
and go to Eliander if I can see him
Sure.
as I pop out here?
For sure. So you would kind of cross paths with Peaches, like looking in the door, probably looking pretty horrified, I would imagine.
Peaches is crying. She can't control it. She's trying not to, but you can see she's upset.
Oh, am I going to get a sob story from you two?
Well, I hope you'll at least keep the captain alive.
Captain?
First mate and captain were knocked unconscious for 24 hours. They're about an hour into their sleep. You don't want the captain of the Sea Ghost?
And where would he be?
Well, you gotta make me a pinky promise you're not gonna kill him.
Why would I feel the need to do that?
A pinky promise or
Yeah.
kill him?
The captain above all. Wyatt. Don't play fucking games. Where is he.
Don't kill him. There's no point. There's so much information. Listen, hold on. Before you get all Tessely-Wussely, there was another part to this that we didn't get to disclose to you because we didn't have the time to, and we only found out once we were on the ship. They're helping lizard folk support some kind of war. So maybe talking to the captain might be a good idea about this.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, it rolled off. 18.
How certain are you
About the war?
about the war?
Well, we killed 3 lizard folk off this boat, and there's a storage full of weapons.
Then we'll be taking those. Now show me the captain.
You're not killing him, right?
Why don't you let me decide to do what I need to do with a looming war? And you can, well, maybe grab a mop and clean up this ship. It's yours now, right?
Damn.
I'm gonna go to the barrels,
And him and his 2 guards follow.
and I'm gonna roll out just the first mate.
Okay.
Because we put the first mate in one barrel, and we put the
Mhm.
captain in another barrel. And I'm just gonna
Nice.
roll out the first mate.
You did mention both of them, though, in this conversation.
Ah, fuck, did I?
You did.
Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna roll out the first mate regardless. And I'm gonna pop the cork and say, here's the first mate.
And
Well, let's see what you do with him first.
the captain's alive,
Captain's alive.
and he reaches over to the guard's weapon, unsheaths it from his guard, and plows it like the most accurate, clean hit, just straight through the eye. And just the sleep never stops. He goes from snoring to out, gone. And the captain?
Peaches is going for the stairs.
Okay. Go ahead. You can Wasta yourself over.
Just kind of.
That went down, right? Were you trying to go down or up? Okay. Here, I'll bring you up.
Well,
Sorry.
all right. And I'll wheel out the captain and pop out the cork.
He still holding the sword.
And I'll try to stay close to the barrel. Like, if he goes for a swing, I kind of want to intercept.
And he sees you kind of like positioning. And he wipes the sword on his pants, resheathes it on the guard, and grabs onto the scruff of the captain's shirt and just...
He's naked.
Oh, he's naked. Sorry.
He's
Well,
naked.
Then in that case, he would get his
Grab
2
my wife.
guards.
Grab
Grabs
the fat
the
hog.
2 guards to kind of pull him up. Meanwhile, you hear kind of movement in the other room as the rest of the guards start making their way up the stairs as well. So they get up to the top deck. So this is a pack of a bunch of guards here. He gets his 2 guards to grab underneath the arms of the captain, and they drag him up the stairs.
You know who that is?
That is a captain of a ship that has likely seen hundreds or thousands of lives destroyed, and many subsequent lives destroyed because of the people that he took out of families. The wives, the husbands, the sons and daughters, the grandchildren, the babies. Not to mention all the goods he likely stole, ruining lives, businesses, workers, maybe entire cities.
All right, let me just show you this lizard folk stuff, and I'm out of here, bro.
Okay, bro.
I've had enough of this boat for one night. I'll show him just kind of like, I don't want to speed things up, but I'll just show him like, this is where the weapons are. This is where they smuggled all the people. They shoved them into this room. I'll show him the lizard folk room. You can smell this room. What does it smell like? You guessed it, lizard folk.
Farts.
Popcorn.
Okay.
And I'll just point out the other rooms, like this is the captain's quarters. This is all this. Like, be my guest.
Okay.
I'm done with this boat.
Okay. Let me just see here. Okay. As you go through, by the way, and you show him in particular, like you showed him the weapons that were hidden with the elf.
Yeah.
While he's in that room, he actually, and I'll bring you down here, by the way. Or
Alright.
can you go back down real quick?
Sure.
So go to where the elf is. So he kind of like presses it in, looks around, kind of takes stock of everything, and then he like puts his hand on the board. He looks into the other room, goes inside, turns to the right and knocks on the wall, comes down here, presses on the panel, and opens another secret door.
Oh.
This one even more loaded with weaponry. Give me a perception check.
Wait, Eliander did all
17.
that?
17.
Yeah, 17. So as you kind of briefly look inside, and he like actually puts his arm out to hold you back, but you get a pretty good peek in. You can see there's probably enough weaponry between these two rooms to accommodate a good 70 or 80 soldiers.
Holy.
You believe me now?
I'll believe you a lot more, probably by tomorrow night. Let's head up. Well, what a incredible victory for the kingdom. One last ship in the hands of evildoers, smugglers, ruiners of lives, killers. We can be certain that nobody will be sailing this ship with bad intentions. And, well, let's have a round of applause for the new owners of this ship. And they kind of all just give like a half-hearted, like 5 claps or so. Well, excellent job, everyone. Anything that's on that ship, other than those weapons, is yours for the taking, unless we find something else. What I would ask is that you get off the ship. We'll do a more thorough investigation looking through. If we find anything more of interest by tomorrow, maybe the afternoon, the ship will be yours. Any questions?
Yeah, what of the crew? The entire crew of the Sea Ghosts will we be escorting them off
This is
this
what mentioned that when she came up.
They're dead, Milo.
All of them?
We'll have that taken care of. Oh, no, not all of them. And then behind him, the 2 guards kind of drag the sleeping naked captain up.
Is it dragging on the floor? So does he have 3 legs dragging on the floor?
Well, Captain 3 legs.
Yep.
Long ball. Yeah!
You
Three
rolled
three
fine,
legs.
though. You rolled a
3 legs
D8.
and long bottom.
You rolled a D8.
What's
got-
longer, his cheeks or
You
his
hit
third
max
leg?
length. Oh, he rolled a D12. He rolled a fucking D12 and hit the 12 one time, bro.
You hear one of the guards across the ship whisper, wow, he's got a long dick and an even longer ass.
Long ass.
That tramp stamp is between his butt cheeks. Just kidding, they're silent killers.
Stamp is up on his fucking shoulder blade.
It's like on the back of his neck, yeah. Ooh.
It's just
His back is just this,
I mean, for
this image is so
He's like a Spinosaurus Rex, bro. Instead of dinosaur, like bone all across the back. He's a herbivore with a big ass, bro.
His toilet must be as long as a bathtub. What is it? Oh my gosh. Well, if you ever find other people with long asses, you know what their bloodline is, at least. Okay.
We're going to find one of those motherfuckers in the next campaign.
I'm sorry, we were in a pretty serious moment there for a second. Okay. Yeah, we were. So, the captain gets dragged up, and to answer your question, Milo, no, not all of them. We have this one, and we'll have a cleaning crew expensed for the bodies, but unfortunately, you'll have to deal with the deck yourself. They don't.
Why?
Yeah.
Why have you murdered them? Why have you murdered them?
I exacted justice.
So you're the judge, jury, and executioner of this town all of a sudden?
Yet, that's not your place to decide life or death. Trial. A lot of these, everybody that we've run into has been forced into this trade by the captain here. A lot of these people didn't want to be here.
into it.
But did they have a choice?
I mean, you delivered their fate. Their choice was to work for the captain or die, and they've been given both. They died for trying to live.
Well, then I went back in time for them and made the right choice. You tell me, Paladin, traffic people, take them from their homes, rip children from the arms of their parents, screaming, maybe kill the parents and let the children watch. You do that, you steal, ripping livelihoods away from whole cities at a time, or you die. Which
What
do
do you
you choose?
How do you think the rest of the council is going to handle this?
They'll handle it just fine. Answer me.
Is Manistrat up here yet?
Nope, she's staying on the dock.
I don't think. I mean, you must be a man of the highest distinction of honor if you think that you would choose death when it's staring you in the face. So for you to decide the fate of these people who had to make one of the hardest decisions any man or woman would face in a lifetime, in 1,000 lifetimes, for you to make that decision for them, that's
It
unjust.
might not have been their deaths on the line. It could have been their family. It could have been their own children who were being threatened over it. Would you not try to save your own child? The one that you throw at us trying to make this all seem like it's okay?
My child would watch me die and would follow in my footsteps.
The
If given the
child would
choice.
die. Not you. You would watch your child die.
And then
I
we
want
would
no part.
ascend the mountain together.
I want no part of this.
This was not justice, Eliander. This was not justice.
Hold on. They were slave runners. The punishment for running slaves, at least in this part of the
To
world,
be murdered in their sleep?
is to be executed. Yes. Public execution, private execution, I don't personally see the biggest difference, but it's kind of starting to make a little sense. You know, they were slave runners. They smuggled people. Do people who smuggle other living beings deserve to be treated like with respect and dignity? We're actually like considering this right now. Like, think about it. Think about it. No. Like they captured people. What he's saying, ripped them from their families. And you think we should let them live? Have them get a trial process? Really? These are the scum of the scum. My boot wouldn't even touch these people. They are scum. I think they got what they deserved. Think about it.
Why don't you take your nose out of his ass for a moment?
Well, I think I just don't think you want to see the reality, the truth to this situation.
How do we know that none of them were even under some sort of curse or spell?
What would
How
have
do we know
given
that
you
any of
the
them were in their
idea
right
that there was
mind?
something like that going on?
We won't ever know now.
Well,
They
wouldn't we have
literally had-
known if the captain was knocked out? If he was the one controlling them? Same with the first mate?
No, there were multiple other people on the ship that took care of things.
So you're saying that someone who's not the captain and not the first mate was doing this mind controlling thing? Is that what you're alluding towards?
I don't know. It's a possibility. Someone could have been tricked into it. Or,
And it's a
again,
possibility-
blackmailed, Or
I can't. I actually like. You're standing up for these people.
You know
I
what,
am not
folks?
standing up for them. I am standing up for the way that they were murdered.
I don't see an issue with it. Sure, public execution would have been probably a little bit more entertaining, at least for the people of Saltmarsh. But you know how long it would have taken to go through that many public executions? Like, I'm sure the hangman is pretty busy and wouldn't have the time to tie that many nooses.
Let me ask you something, Peaches. Let me ask you. Let's say the corruption that you know seeps around these areas got in on this one. We lock them up. We give them their trial. No wrongdoing found. We sweep the ship. All we find is a bunch of weapons. All they get tried for is maybe some theft, maybe smuggling of goods. They get a couple years, they go back out, and more people get taken from their homes.
We have people here that we saved from being smuggled. They would have gotten their due.
Right, and it's their word against the corruption. Sometimes that comes from the top.
Oh, really? From the top? Are you the top right now? Because this seems like you're trying to cover something up to me.
If you think that I'm the top of anything, because I'm a council member in our little corner of our little kingdom, on our little piece of the world, then you need to open your eyes.
Entire thing, because my headphones fell out.
Oh. He said, if you think that I am the top of anything because I am a counselor in our little town, in our little kingdom, in our slice of the world, then you need to open your eyes.
You're certainly acting like yours is the only opinion and choice that matters. I'm done with this. And
Isn't he the head of the guard?
You're gonna fly? Okay. When you get down there, you realize Manistrad is just kind of on the dock, and with the kind of swaying of the ship and the fact that they're a couple stories up, basically floating up there, she actually can't really hear anything that's going on. She has no idea what's been going on.
He just lands like next to her, and she's just distraught. Like she can't even say anything for a good chunk of time.
And Manistrad just kind of like instinctually like puts her arm around you and like, oh, I'm sure it was a long night.
They're all dead.
Who's all dead?
And that's all Peaches says.
And Manistrad just kind of like looks back to the ship. Are there any other tantrums that need to be had tonight? And he walks up to, across the ship, he walks up to Feyorn. Well, I would hope my newest member of the Watch doesn't have any problems with what he heard tonight. And he kind of like reaches into a little satchel he's got, pulls out a guard pin, starts kind of like shining it up.
The watch? I
Yeah,
didn't give you my resume.
Session 1, if you recall, you agreed to join him for like the patrol near the Dreadwood.
Oh, yes. Okay. No, not at all. I'm being
Good.
deceitful.
Oh my god.
I just should let you know. I feel like I should let you know.
Well, then, in that case, give me
I
a
could just
deception
play it
check.
off, but
Give me a deception check.
Oh shit! I closed my. Fuck. 1 sec. Deception?
Yep.
I'm so deceptive right now. Deception. Please? Ooh, that's a
6.
six.
Pick that 6. He just kind of looks up at you and just gives you a smile. Well, good. He'll be called upon in a few weeks. And he kind of reaches into, I forget what you're wearing exactly, but whatever cloth you'd be wearing as like a shirt. He just kind of like reaches on the inside, and fixes the pin, and just kind of like straightens it. I think you've earned it with everything you've all done tonight. And Grix, you're looking a little taller. I think I
grew a backbone.
think you might have as well. I'm sure we'll be speaking with you soon. Well, excellent job, everyone. As of this moment, this ship is property of the Kingdom of Keeland, and its hand will be searching this ship tomorrow.
There it is.
Until then,
And when will we regain possession of the ship again?
well, like I said, it'll probably be in the afternoon when we're all done. We'll get rid of the bodies for you, probably tonight, actually. And tomorrow we'll do a thorough sweep of the ship. Are there any questions or issues that anybody has that you'd like to take up?
Yeah, I think I left some stuff down below deck while we were sneaking around taking over the ship. Do you mind if I run down there and grab it? And I'll be really quick, I promise.
Unfortunately, it's not your ship yet.
Okay. If I find it missing, I'm coming to look for you.
That's no problem. We'll keep it nice and safe for you.
Okay.
Well, great night, everybody. Guards, you can head home. I think you've earned a sleep.
Do I finally get one too?
Why not? Wherever it is that you sleep. We've been trying to figure that out, actually.
Don't worry about it, and I'll head off the ship.
Woo! And the guards start taking off. Eliander kind of stays on the ship. Does a little walk around just on the deck. Just kind of soaks everything in and just basically sees you guys off as however you want to leave or whatever you're going to do. Britain is, she jumps off pretty quick, gets out of here.
What about the Blue and the Lizzie?
Yeah.
They're getting off.
So they just kind of like walk up to whatever group of you is left as they're all heading out. And he just goes, I have nowhere to go.
You can come with me. I might have a room for you.
Okay.
That was Oceanus.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll like notion to Akis. And what of you? Where will you go tonight?
I have a similar issue.
You're more than welcome to stay with me. I've got room for you. And hopefully you can stick around. I think you'll be helpful in the bigger picture. Again, with the goal of obviously getting you back home.
Oh, and what of the Elturellians? They're a little sensitive to the idea of being refugees.
Right. Yeah, I guess we can find a place for them to hole up for the night. And in the morning, we can round them up. And Ida, she's one of the council members. I'll see if she can't get them situated. They said they're not headed far from here, so we'll see if we can't get them situated in the morning and have them on their way. Barring the council needing them around for anything. But Ida will take care of them.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. I don't want to be on this ship anymore, or near it.
Same.
Okay. So they keep the captain on the ship. It's a couple of guards that stay up there as well. So does Eliander. You all go to wherever you're going to go. So, where's everybody going?
Home.
Yeah,
I'm not going home.
Okay.
Being the first one to leave, can I quickly speed off into the village? Like,
Yep.
not run, but like really briskly walk.
Power walk.
And can I get into like a dark alley with like a garbage bin or of some kind?
I mean, sure.
I'm gonna dump the clothes of the captain.
Okay.
I have the clothing. I have a dwarf's set of clothing.
Yeah.
Is it pretty dark? And can I like make sure that nobody's around before I do this? Like, can I?
Sure, give me a perception check.
4.
4. Looks clear.
Dump the clothes, and I'm gonna try to do this quickly so that I can keep moving. Dump the clothes, turn into a dwarf, put the clothing on, and head out of Saltmarsh.
Which direction?
Like towards the mansion. Like not towards the mansion particularly, but out towards that area.
Okay, that direction. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Well, I'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, where's everybody else going?
I will head to my little apartment first.
With Oceanus?
Oh yeah, I will bring Oceanus there, but I will not be staying there.
Okay. Oh man, this is I'm standing. Everybody's got some weird shit. Let's do this. Where's everybody going?
You gotta write it down.
No, you
I
guys
did
can
not-
remember this.
Yeah, I plan on dropping Oceanus
just-
off.
Sorry, what we just saw with with Frank's table rising is what Grix
Mhm.
saw when he created.
Yeah.
Yeah, I plan on dropping Oceanus off and then heading to Gellin Primewater's house.
Okay. 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 So you drop Oceanus off. He's in your apartment. He's still kind of like you realize like when you get there, he's still kind of clinging on to the little ration. He's just so slowly chewing his way through it. And when he sits down, he like pulls it back out again. And he's just kind of nibbling on it. And he barely says 2 words to you. He just kind of carries on. Okay. So you're
I'll toss him another ration and
Okay.
just point to the water storage or the water store that I have
Okay.
in my little apartment. But yeah, then I'm gonna head over to the Gellin's house. Right before I head over there, I'll ask Oceanus if there's anything else he might need, as I'm gonna be stepping out for a couple minutes. But he is free to leave this building as he pleases. He is not a prisoner. He can come and go as he pleases.
He just kind of like looks up at you and just shakes his head, lays down, and just keeps eating as he's laying down.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna head to get Gellin's house.
Okay, Gellin. Okay, next up, let's just do Peaches. What's going on?
Peaches is just gonna kind of go wherever Manistrad leads her, if that's back to her house or back to Manistrad's house or wherever. She's just gonna basically be on autopilot.
Okay. And she, I mean, kind of just taking the cue, doesn't really ask any questions. She just kind of like, as everybody's leaving the ship, she like, you see her like kind of frantically like taking in the scene. She kind of mumbles to herself like, oh, kind of wish I didn't hate ships so much. And she kind of heads back and she says like, let's go take care of you. And puts her arm around you and walks across the city basically down to her place. Milo, where are you going?
It's nighttime, correct?
Yes.
And just home. I'm just trying to get August home to my place to have him situated. get them rest up. The 2 prisoners as well. I'll round them up as well and just have them good, safe place, hospitality, all that good stuff. Make sure they're taken care of.
Okay. And Feyorn, where are you going?
I'm going to my home, I guess, since everybody's splitting off. I guess we're going to sleep.
Okay.
So, near the shrine in those woods.
Okay. And you're greeted with a very sleepy but friendly looking Farron. Oh, you made it back. I mean, from what I hear, job well done. I sent a ride for your friend. Did he make it?
Yeah, he made it.
Well, you'll have to tell me all about what happened. It sounds... I mean, you're here, you look good. It must have went well.
I mean, it went well on our end, but you know, I think, well, let's just say the council didn't want to deal with them and just executed everybody on board.
Let's just say, and then explain.
Let's just say.
Something like that.
Wow. Were you there? Did you watch?
No, I didn't go down, but you know, Peaches told us.
That's got to be the largest mass murder in Saltmarsh. Maybe ever. Outside of wartime.
Yeah, I don't know about the council anymore. They seem nice at first, but
The whole council took part in this.
did I see magistrate?
She was on the dock.
She was on the dock, yeah.
She didn't be on the boat.
She never came on the boat.
Yeah. At least Eliander and Manistrad know about it.
And why are you wearing that? And he points to your pin.
Oh,
I love Eliander.
well, Eliander said I could go to the Dreadwood and on accompanying his guards, but I guess I didn't know that it would mean I'd become a guard. So here we are.
You've been guarding the Dreadwood fine enough, and he quickly reaches out and grabs your pin and just throws it into a bush. You've been doing just fine.
What should we do about this?
I don't know. For once, I don't know. I'm gonna make some tea. And maybe we can sleep on it.
A sleepy tea?
No, I'm not gonna knock you out for 24 hours. It's just gonna be tea.
Tea sounds great.
Okay. And he starts kind of whipping something up for you. You have a bit of a peaceful kind of little sit down with him. I'm gonna do one more little lap just just to figure out where everybody's going, if I may. Let's start at the top here. Wyatt, unless you just want to call it at that, and then we can catch up with you later.
Whatever you want. I'm leaving Saltmarsh.
I want to know. I want to know where you're going.
I'm leaving Saltmarsh.
I understand
where are you
that.
heading?
But where?
I'm searching
Do you
for
wanna
a
message him
secluded.
separately?
I want to search for a secluded beach outside of Saltmarsh.
Ew. There is one in particular that you know of quite well.
Where I'm going as a dwarf in dwarf clothing.
Okay, I understand now. Okay, I'm gonna. Then in that case, I'll loop back to you at the end. Okay, how's about that?
That sounds good to me. Let's cook up.
Great. Okay. Next was Grix. So you're going to Gellen's
Gellent.
house.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, pay, baby. Yeah, it's like fucking 3:30 in the morning. Fuck. I'm about to fucking take a level of exhaustion soon. No, I'm gonna attempt to wake him up by knocking on the front door of his house.
And
With my newfound height, I should be able to have a little more power behind my knocks.
And fairly quickly, the door gets opened by Gellen himself. He actually looks pretty put together. Grix. Oh, you've grown quite a bit.
Yeah, I grew sort of a backbone, more or less. There's a lot to explain, and I don't really want to repeat myself. Do you think there's any way we can get to... hold on. I'm getting the name. Hold on. Oh, where's the name?
What do you need?
Anders. Is there any way you and I can go speak with Anders? It's regarding the sea ghost.
You know, I just think we should probably leave him alone tonight. He had a bit of a long day.
Okay.
Inside.
Oh, the metagame.
Inside check.
No metagame. Well, now I'm not doing it. Fuck you.
Stop fucking metagaming.
Sorry.
I feel like he should be awoken for this, and I'm gonna point towards the dock, and I'm going to assume that you can see the mast of the ship kind of poking up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean his mansion overlooks basically all of the docks.
Oh, is there a map or something I could use that for a reference?
Yeah, here, let me just take a look at, I think we have one here. I think it's, oops, he's sorry. Yeah, sorry, it's this one here. Yep, looks good to me.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna point at the ship and be like, I think he should be aware of what's the latest updates.
Grix, have I ever steered you wrong?
No, you're absolutely correct, sir. It's just he did hire myself and some of my friends to look into the sea ghost, but there was some other things that happened that I'm still a little, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm fine with it, but I feel like it should be at least brought to the attention of the rest of the council, as they were pretty dodgy about the rest of you guys knowing right away.
Well, why don't you tell me what happened?
Well, you see...
Oh, sorry, come in, and he like kind of ushers you in to close the door behind you.
Yeah, I'll saunter on in there.
Mm.
Well, we took control over the sea ghost. And then we sent Peaches, you know, the pink bird that flies around here, you know, all the time. Well, she flew ahead once she took control, she flew ahead, and grabbed the attention of Manistrad and Eliander, which Eliander brought the guards over to the dock, and when we docked, they proceeded to climb on board and murder, or I guess, you know, execute the crew of the Sea Ghosts that were incapacitated. They were drunk. Like I said, long story. I'll give you all the details another time. But yeah, they climbed on board, executed the crew, and then dragged the naked captain off. Naked. He was already naked when they grabbed him. Once again, I'll get into the details when it's just when we got a little more time.
Give me a perception check real quick.
Oh, shit. Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. There's two things that catch your attention. Number one, in the part of your story where you say that they murdered everybody on the ship. Executed. You see, and you only can see this because you know this man so well.
Okay.
You see just a sliver of a curl of the lip. Just a sliver. The other thing that you notice, you hear in this pretty well silent mansion, you hear the distinct sound of a bird fluttering in another room.
Fuck, what the fuck? He doesn't have any pet birds, does he?
He does.
Oh, he does. Would that be the sound of one of his pet birds?
Yeah, he's got pigeons that he keeps.
So he's smirking it when I mentioned they were, you know, executed. He's like just a teen little smirkage.
And then it goes away, and it goes back to just being interested.
Okay. Well. Yeah, well. Yeah, some of my fellow compatriots didn't really take too kindly to them what they decided to do with the crew. And I'll be honest, at first I was a bit disgusted and taken aback, but the more I thought about it, this crew was the scum of all. Like, they smuggled, they ripped people out of their families. Like, they didn't deserve a trial. They didn't deserve due process. They deserved to be killed right then and there for what they've done, for their crimes.
Oh, Grix. It does seem as though you have grown a backbone. I didn't think I'd ever hear you say something like that. Why don't we have a little drink to your success? From what I understand, you got the ship back in one piece. That ship should be yours by tomorrow. Why don't we just enjoy ourselves and celebrate? And you can... Well, never mind. Let's just drink.
I can what? What were you gonna say?
Well, I was going to say, don't worry about the warehouse tonight.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the warehouse, we kind of found like a prisoner on board. He's kind of staying in my room just for now. He had really nowhere else to go. Kind of felt bad for the guy, so I disturbed him.
I should have took him from you. I knew it.
Oh, sure.
And You wouldn't. How much? We can discuss this over the drink. How much do you know about this this war going on with some lizard folk? Is there something going on in their homeland?
I'm sorry, lizard folk, a war.
Yeah. Doesn't sound familiar?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh. Okay. Well, I heard, murmurings from the crew while we were trying to take over it.
Must be some secret happenings.
Well, guess we'll toast to my success then. I can get used to this.
I'll bring out the good stuff. And he himself goes and grabs
Damn!
It's just like
I'm getting wined and dined before I get fucked. I like it.
he grabs this just like the most like amazing like gold leafed like bottle of wine you've ever seen, and you catch a glimpse of the age, and it is like it's like a 90-year-old bottle. Like this thing is just ridiculous. And he just like he like gingerly like opens it up, uncorks it, and pours it out. And from across the room, you can smell this wine. And he kind of happily brings it over to you and sits down on this lavish couch and invites you to sit on any one of them in the room. To your success, Grix.
My success. And to a new boat.
That's right. You might be a captain tomorrow. And he kind of cheers with you, takes a drink.
Captain Grix sounds pretty good rolling off my tongue. It'll sound even better off the public, off my fellow citizens.
Well, I will, I'll lead you to the guest room tonight, and you can stay there.
It's very appreciated, Mr. Primewater. Thank you, sir.
And throughout the night, you guys basically down the whole bottle. You guys crush that thing, and he seems to doesn't even faze him.
And while we're drinking, I would go into the details that I was excluding and that I was referencing constantly, but I will specifically not mention the weapons.
Okay. And that's basically what he does. He leads you to the room. It's the most amazing. Like the fact that it's a guest room just doesn't make any sense in your head. It's like the most amazing room you've ever seen in your life.
Nope.
It's got like a bathtub in it. Like it just still works. Okay. So you spend the night with Gellin for the first time in your life. Okay. And just so I'm kind of looping back around here, so Peaches, Manistrad brings you back, kind of into her little humble home, sits you down on her couch, and just kind of gives you the space to do or say whatever you need to do, and she just kind of slowly starts getting herself back ready for bed until you do or say anything to her, if at all.
Peaches will explain what happened before the end of the night,
Okay.
or before she ends up going to sleep.
Which kind of obviously freezes Manistrad up a bit. Why the fuck would he do that?
They were drunk. They were asleep. 2 of them were magically asleep. For 24 hours. They'd been asleep for an hour. They were harmless at that moment.
He's supposed to be on my side of the aisle. He's supposed to represent the kingdom.
There was so much blood.
That man. He's going to get us voted out. We will have no space left.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about the council? You're talking about politics right now?
The politics lead to the mines, dear. Without representation, we will be immediately removed. How did he even know you were coming? Wait,
I warned him. We were hired by the council for this.
You were being paid by Anders. It was all off the books. You shouldn't have even brought me.
The entire council knew we were doing this. What are you talking about? Anders was paying us, yes, but we were brought to the council over this. How is this my fault?
Was it Ida that said to come and get me? Was it Gellin?
Dodged you because I trust you. Or I did.
The two of us. The only two true representations of the king. We were the only ones on that dock. Now I'm implied. It's just such a mess. My life here could be over.
My life is. I'm going. And Peaches leaves.
Where does Peaches go?
Peaches goes home.
That is the saddest sentence. Peaches goes home. Okay. Is there anything particular you do?
Before she goes home, she's gonna just do a lap of the mine grounds. Like, just walking by it, kind of doing like a, she knows that it's done here, and she's taking in one last look of everything that she loved about Saltmarsh. And then she's gonna go start packing and then sleep.
Okay. Got a couple more here to close out the night. Milo.
Yes.
So are you just kind of packing them in? Like, they're obviously going to go with the flow with you. They're going to follow you basically wherever you take them. They're going to set up camp wherever basically you want them to go.
Yeah, just taking care, essentially just like trying to get away from and forget all of the bad and start working towards the positive of helping people, putting these people up for the night, making sure that they're well taken care of, and that they'll be around for the morning, when, God only knows what's going to happen.
Okay. So they go with you. They set up. It's a little bit crammed with the four of you, but they figure it out. And you've never seen people fall asleep so quickly. You can only imagine how brutal their nights have been, being crammed up in a ship, having no idea what their future holds.
Mm-hmm.
In particular, now knowing kind of where they're from, knowing their background, knowing their aversion to being refugee status, given the history. And they get some sleep. If there's nothing else that you're going to do, you would join them.
Yeah, that's it. I'll join them.
Okay. Milo, or fucking Wyatt, god damn it.
Couple of white guys.
Easier if one of them had like a different name.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
No, that was just changing like this late into the.
Yeah.
campaign. That's no big deal.
Wyatt, you make your way it's about a quarter of the way to the haunted mansion. So not too far out, but it is a nice tucked away little beach area that is pretty discreet, covered by rock and brush cover. And it has a little outcropping of this little rocky beach.
Can I check my surroundings? Can I make
Give me a
sure I wasn't
perception check.
followed? 15. I don't want to be followed. I don't want to deal with
15?
Yeah.
You're pretty heightened in your senses at this moment because of the adrenaline ripping through your body. You see, you see the movement of some like spiders. You see maybe like a mouse scurry across the ground in the dark. And there's a couple of seabirds kind of like flying by in the night. That's it. This is the perfect music, by the way. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's great.
I am going to find a nice cozy spot on the beach.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take the ring off my hand. I'm gonna place it in the sand. I'm gonna place the conch in the sand. I'll rub the ring, and the deck wizard will come out of the ring.
Forgot that's where she was.
And she lays on the ground, still unconscious, which to you is an immediate sign of approval.
And I will begin the ritual to sacrifice her.
Okay. So over the course of the next hour or so, your senses get overwhelmed by darkness, and you sound as though, like, the sounds around you, it's like your whole head is inside of a conch. You know, you can hear inside of an ocean, in the ocean, inside of a conch. That sensation is over your whole body, just thrumming. And for the first time in a long time, you kind of start coming to, and you open your eyes, and you actually see the leg of the deck wizard being dragged into the conch. Something you have not seen. Normally when you open your eyes, it's just gone, but you just catch the tail end. And it just quickly, you just catch that last second. The deck wizard's gone. You can't help but think about what life that person's going to be living for the next several years. Kind of flashes of maybe family, things like that being left behind. And then you think, well, at least she gets to see that girl. Might put a smile on her face. Where do you go from here?
I'll just kind of sit there, taking in the waves. And just as I'm before I'm about to head out, I'll stare at the conch and I'll just say, two down, 3 to go. And I'll pick up the conch and put my ring on and head back to Saltmarsh.
I love all of you guys. We're gonna call the session there. All you motherfuckers. Okay, so everybody gets inspiration. The session was nuts. You guys are gonna be leveling up.
Worship our hermit crab?
You guys level up to level 3.
Let's go! My level 3! Let's go!
You guys all crossed your Milo stone. Yeah, everybody gets inspiration. That was pretty fucking nutty. That was probably one of my favorite sessions of all time. That shit got crazy.
What the fuck, man? Who are any of you?
Peaches goes home. Oh. I don't know why that hit so hard.
It's a direct mirror. That's why. Goes home alone.
You have a boyfriend? Mirror. What?
No. A mirror to something else in Peach's backstory.
Oh, like a physical mirror. Nice. Yeah. That's at her house. Yeah.
Damn.